Alright, so the way that I started this episode off is I was running back down to the mines next to the village to get some of the iron that I forgot down there on the last episode, and I actually ran into a Enderman at nighttime, and we had it out, and I actually lost that fight. So that's why I lost levels, and I about lost all of my stuff. Creeper, thankfully, I died before he actually had the chance to explode, or else I would have lost all of my stuff. However, I did go back and get revenge and got most all of my items back. It was a close call, but not really the best way to start the episode. So what I want to do is just kind of pack pretty light and carry only the stuff that I'm wanting to carry. I'm going to need to grab my bed, obviously. I'm going to need that. Kind of sleep. Go in here. Definitely want this. And I'm going to grab the other stuff that I think that we're going to need for the journey. Alright, so I just got done gathering all of the stuff that I think that I'm going to need for this journey. I tried to fit as much stuff in my inventory as possible and take all of the stuff that I find to be valuable. I didn't exactly grab everything that I wanted to grab, but due to inventory management issues, I'm not really going to be able to grab all of them. So let's grab our pups, and who knows, we might eventually come back here and grab the stuff, or we might just forget about it. I don't know. With that being said, let's take off and see what we can't find. So as I mentioned before, I don't really want to stay any further out than about 2,000 blocks from my Z coordinate. So I'm just going to travel and see what we can't find. I think this direction here is going to be a pretty good plan to travel in. There's no need really to go back that way because we know coming over here that there is nothing but ocean. So I'm already about 10 minutes into my travels, and I think the goal is I'm going to try to stay along the coast where I'm not too far from the ocean, but I also wanted to see if I couldn't find a desert and maybe a swamp. That would be really a big plus, especially early game, and I'm going to continue looking. Hopefully I'll come across one soon. If not, I might just have to take whatever I can get. I did also pass a dark oak forest and also a few plains loaded full of beehives along with a flower forest. So I kind of got those noted where they're at as well. So that's going to be really handy knowing exactly where they're at. Another quick update. I think I'm about 20 minutes into my travel. Kind of been searching all over the place. I did sleep the night away inside of a village that I came across. But it looks like I just found a swamp in front of me, so it'll be really nice if I can find a witch hut inside of that swamp. That way we could potentially make a witch farm coming up on next episodes. One thing that I've been thinking a lot about is I really wish that I had an ender chest because I'm just crossing so many things that I want to bring with me. Like, for instance, grabbing a bunch of different sapling types, that way I can have each of the different variances of wood. And it's something that I really just don't have the room to take with me, unfortunately. But for everybody that's against bundles, think about early game for stuff like this. If I had bundles right now, I could be popping them out and throwing all kinds of stuff inside of the bundles and bringing it with me. Just because it can only hold X amount of items does not mean that it's useless, but I could put multiple different items inside of it and carry them along with me, and I think that's something that a lot of people just don't think about, especially early game. I would kind of agree, the further you get into the game, the less useful it does become. However, that doesn't mean that it's not very useful in early game. With that being said, I'm going to jump in this boat and meander around and see if I can't find me a witch hut. I sure am glad that boats do not have durability, because this one would have already been broken. Well guys, unfortunately that swamp did not yield any witch huts in it. but I think that I'm coming up on another swamp, so we'll check this one out and see. And in this whole process, I did realize that I'd been walking kind of perpendicular to the spawn point that we originally started this world with. And I come to the realization that I just picked the wrong direction to travel in. I went so far in my boat in one direction to find where I was building the treehouse. If I would have picked this direction, I would have almost immediately found land. If you will ever learn anything about me, you will learn that's just how my luck goes. This does look like it is turning out to be a pretty large swamp. So hopefully we'll be able to find something that we can use. As the sun starts to set, take a look what I just found. Now, this is going to be very, very, very short for you guys, but I'll have you know I've been searching over an hour trying to find ideal ground to make into a homestead and make a good place to start our base. With that being said, I did want to make sure that it was really close to a good witch farm or desert or something of value. That way I don't have to search too far. Hopefully there is a desert around here somewhere this close. That would be ideal. However, if not, then we can always use nether portal travel, so it's not too big of a deal. But let's see if there's anybody home. Hello? Oh, there's Black Cat. Hello? Oh no! Yep. They don't take very well to unannounced guests, I guess. Retreat and set your spawn. Well, that didn't go as planned. Let's grab some food. And maybe get them from a distance. Alright, cool. Hopefully we were close enough not to have another one respawn in there. Would be ideal. But I do want to go and... Oh! Oh, that's not ideal. That's not ideal. Oh, there's more of them. Oh, God. Alright, so maybe we're going to come back to that. However, it is nice to know that it is there. So we're not going to go very far. There's a plains biome over here, and I think I'm going to start building inside of this plains biome. There is some other biomes close by. There's also some taiga biomes, and believe it or not, we're really not far at all from the treehouse. I kind of went in one big circle, but it was kind of necessary in order to find a witch hut that I could use. I did also change out a few things inside of my inventory to kind of accommodate new, more important things to take along. I don't really know if I want to build anything right there quite yet. But maybe around the sunflower field somewhere. I think we're going to make a quick makeshift house just to get some protection from night. I assure you, it will get much better than this. However, this is going to be really our first block that we're placing here in all of the wrong locations. This house is probably going to look similar to a house that I would have built in Minecraft about 10 years ago when I started playing. So here it is. Here's my humble abode. You guys thought I was kidding whenever I said I couldn't build, huh? Oh, I wasn't. Nah, just joking. This is just a temporary house. This is only going to suit me probably a couple nights. so I can actually have some protection, get some of the stuff that I need, and then I'm going to be tearing this down and building something hopefully a little bit better. However, that being said, I am more of a technical redstone player, and my weak point is definitely building, so I do really want to push myself in my building aspect on this, just another Let's Play series. So we will see where that takes us. Oh, time to sleep. Just moved in and the neighbors don't even like us already. Well, alright. Alright, as far as the villager captain, you always want to use flint and steel on him. That way you don't end up with the bad omen effect. Without burning your house down. There we go. Also, there's a free pumpkin out here. Now, one thing that I think this house is missing is I do want to punch a couple windows out here in the front. That way, in case we have any of those witches coming over asking to borrow some sugar, we can see them, and then hopefully not have to answer the door. I do want to go and grab some sand real quick to smelt down and make some glass. So let me go and grab some, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I got some sand. Let me throw some in here and get it smelted up. Alright, grab this, and I'm going to turn this into glass panes real quick. And then give us some windows. Just for temporary, and I think I'm going to go ahead and move this crafting table. And I'm going to place it over here. Out of the way, maybe next to the bed. And then I'm going to go ahead and make another chest to extend this chest over. Give me some more storage. Alright, and then we're going to grab our banner here. I think we're going to hang it up right here. That way, in case any more of those villagers come around, then they know just to skip right on by this place. Well, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. It has been a rather long episode. Even though most of it did not make it on camera, it did take quite a bit of time traveling around the world and finding this perfect location. However, the next video that's going to be following this one is going to be much more entertaining. We're going to get started on the witch hut and maybe do a little bit around here, expanding our base. Hopefully we can get in there, take care of those witches, and spawn-proof it. That way we can build safely. And then we will have a nice supply of gunpowder along with a whole bunch of other things that you get from witches. I don't think that there is really a mob that drops as much as the witches. So that's going to make them a awesome farm to make both in the beginning game and also in game as well. And for the Bedrock series, they are pretty efficient. So it's definitely going to help us out on all of our redstone needs, gunpowder needs. We'll get glowstone, bottles, potions, a whole bunch of other stuff from it. So be sure to check out the next video. I do try to upload videos weekly, whether it be redstone tutorials, let's plays, tips and tricks, some of the new Minecraft updates that we are seeing updates on for the caves and cliffs, and loads of other videos. So please check out the rest of my channel, and you'll be sure to be entertained. If you like this video, hit that like button, and if you're not yet subscribed, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button along with the bell notifications. That way you get notifications on each and every video that I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.